Yeah.
Hello, my name's Nana. I'm the one who called you.
Oh, hi.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I hope you don't mind. My friend was with me, so I brought her along with me.
Oh, yeah. As long as the guy doesn't mind.
Oh, of course, of course. Shoot, I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want him to feel, like, overwhelmed with so many people. I don't...
oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. Well, you do have keys to my moped if you wanted to go for a little ride or do anything. Maybe you could find. Maybe did you have it called Bree?
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened to Bree.
Yeah, maybe Bree can hang out for a little bit, and then I can call you when I'm done.
Okay, yeah. Just call me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alright. I feel bad for making her leave, but I don't know if he'd be okay.
No, that's okay. I should have thought of that. I didn't even think of it.
Oh, it's understandable. Is this your cat?
Yeah, his name is Soup.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is Mocha. He's my therapy bunny.
Oh, what's his name?
Mocha.
Mocha, can I pet him?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mocha. Aw, you're a little cutie. Aw. Yeah, Soup is like my emotional support kitty.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was going through a really hard time, and I got him at just the perfect time, and he helped me feel a lot better.
Yeah, that's good. I always say having like a little emotional support animal is really helpful.
Exactly, because I was going through a breakup, and then I witnessed a guy die at work, so I was going through a lot.
Oh man. Oh, I'm glad that you're doing better now.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to meet you. I don't actually get a lot of interest for the job.
Well, I saw your ad, and especially the emotional support spot, especially really stuck out to me, because I just love putting smiles on people's faces and trying to help people as much as I can.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it might be a nice little thing that I can do, because especially with that kind of job too, I'm sure like you get lots of calls, but I also feel like maybe it's not always like super packed and busy. So
yeah,
like,
it's not.
This seems like it's a
Calls
perfect
are...
job to kind of do on the side to help people.
Yeah, it's definitely an on the side job. So it's not officially a business yet because I submitted the thing and then they rejected it, so I need to talk to the mayor in person, so I can't like officially hire you or anything.
That's okay.
But basically, let me give you the spiel that I wrote up. Aftercare is a business that works to provide support to the people of Los Santos however they may need it. We provide emotional support, caretaking for those who are injured, and a feeling of safety for those in times of crisis. We aim to foster a community that takes medical issues seriously and works on the steps towards recovery within the Los Santos medical system. It should be noted that Aftercare does not intend to be a replacement for proper medical care or therapy, but simply a supplement to the services already provided in the city. Our aim is to continue care outside of the office and create a solid foundation that those in need of help may utilize as part of treatment or simply in their day-to-day life.
I love that. Cause like you said, it's not meant to like replace anything.
Yeah.
But sometimes people just need a friend, or a little bit of extra help that maybe like let's say someone's hurt right and they're in a wheelchair, so and they can't drive and they have to get around.
Yeah, exactly. That's
lucky.
right.
I have lots of friends, but not everybody has such a blessing. So like I've been in a wheelchair many a times and I can't drive myself, and I'm lucky I have my friends to help me get around and my kids and stuff. But if other people don't have that support system, well then how are they supposed to get on with their day-to-day life?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
where you guys come in, is you can help people with those little things that maybe don't seem like a big deal to some, but to those people coming from someone who understands, it's a big deal.
Yeah, you get it perfectly. Oh, I think this is...
Hello.
Hi, sir.
I'm Joel.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Joel. I'm Joanna. This is my therapy bunny, Mocha.
Joanna and Bucky, was it?
Mocha, my therapy bunny.
Mocha.
And then...
My name is Nana, and this is my kitty Soup.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice to meet you.
All of you. Yeah.
Why don't we sit down and we can just have a little chat about what's been bothering you?
Alright.
I figure someplace with nature would be nice.
Yeah. Sounds are nice.
Yeah, here, let me... Alright. You make a little circle. So you said you were having trouble after a job interview?
I was emotionally. See, I got accepted for the interview. Um, they brought me in. It was just general questions for the first few minutes, and then they asked me if I ever saw a post-op worker across the road, would I hurt them? And I said no. And then they handed me a pool cue, brought me outside with them. They pointed at a post-op worker and told me to hurt him.
And...
I explained I didn't want to, but they all just kind of just kept saying, do it, Just became too much.
So you ended up hurting him?
Unfortunately.
And what happened afterwards?
Afterwards, someone else kind of came because they saw what I did, and then they pulled out a gun and shot the guy.
Oh god.
Yeah. They panicked, and I called my friend Ryan, who picked me up and got rid of my clothes and the pool cue. I just haven't been doing too good since.
Well, that's understandable. You went through a kind of traumatic experience with a lot of peer pressure and people around you who definitely didn't seem to want what was best for you.
Yeah.
You said, what was the weapon they gave you?
It was a pool cue.
Well, I mean, you can't do a lot of damage with those. It sounds like most of the damage was from the person who shot him.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of whacked him in the head quite hard with the cue.
Oh.
Yeah.
And after that, you've just been feeling a lot of guilt?
A lot of guilt, I can't stop seeing the man.
Oh, we
The
can't?
worker. No. Every time I sleep, he's there.
Well, did you get the job? Is that...
I don't know.
Okay, so at least you haven't been like working the job and feel guilt for continuing on in that. Have you taken any steps to kind of work through that guilt?
Not yet. Just, I'm trying to keep myself distracted, but, the guilt just kind of overcomes.
Distractions are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's on the back of the mind type thing, where it's just there.
Guilt is a complicated thing to deal with. I know you feel responsible in a lot of ways, and some of it is on your shoulders, because you ended up, taking the steps to hurt the
Yeah.
person, but there was also other factors outside of it. Pressure from people. You don't know what they would have done to you or to the man if you hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions up in the air there. And I know it's easy to kind of ponder over those questions and figure out try and figure out what you could have done to get around it, but the fact is that that's what happened and that's what we have to deal with now.
Yeah.
And I don't think this guilt is going to just magically go away. I think that it is something that you're going to have to come to terms with. Everyone has the ability to be violent in them. They have the ability to hurt other people. And that's something that we have to come to terms with
Yeah.
and work towards preventing in the future. Do you find you have a lot of trouble with, like, people trying to peer pressure you and kind of you ending up following what they say even if you don't want to?
Uh, just a couple of times.
Do you find yourself having trouble saying no?
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, maybe to kind of assuage your guilt, you have to work on the future, about the kind of person you want to be, rather than the person you were in the past. To kind of have that assurance that, I wouldn't do that kind of thing again. You know? You need to take the steps to be like, okay, I will not fold to peer pressure. I can stand up for myself and say, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. I just didn't know I was capable of such a thing.
Everyone is capable of such a thing. It's human nature. And it's Los Santos. Do you have anything you'd like to say, Nana?
I feel like if I was in your position, and if something like that happened and I did something like that, I would probably feel like I was a bad person for doing that. But what I know, what other people would remind me and what I would remind myself, so I'm gonna remind you of that, is that, yeah, something really, really scary happened, and I know that you don't feel good about it, but take that feeling, the fact that you don't feel good about it, and let that be a reminder to you that you're not a bad person for what had happened.
Oh, that's perfect.
And don't let yourself feel like that, because people who are bad people don't feel bad about doing stuff like that, The fact that you feel guilty over doing something like that shows that you're a good person, and it's not like you sought after doing something like that. You were put in a situation and you were forced to do something that you didn't want to do, and it's gonna be hard for a little bit, but that's where, when those feelings of guilt kind of overcome you, and with guilt usually comes sadness and sometimes anger and all sorts of other emotions, that's where you try and surround yourself with happy things. At least for me personally, that's what I kind of do, When I'm feeling guilty or sad over something or not very good, I try and be around things that make me happy, and that'll usually help me feel a little bit better. And it doesn't solve it won't solve it. There's gonna be lots of other work you kind of gotta do, but it definitely helps lessen it, so it isn't as overbearing for you. I don't know if I made any sense. I'm not good with words.
No, that was perfect.
That made a lot of sense.
Yeah. That's pretty much exactly what I was thinking, is that you feel guilt about it, so that means you're not a bad person. Sometimes people make mistakes. Sometimes we end up falling into our worst impulses. That's part of living life. And you're going to carry that guilt with you, but you can use that to move on and work towards becoming the person that you want to be in the future. When I look in front of me, I don't see a bad person.
Exactly. Neither do I. And maybe if you need to remind yourself of that, maybe you try doing nice things for other people. know?
Yeah.
You try helping other people and doing nice things for other people, and that'll remind you that you are able to do nice things for people, and you're able to help them and make them smile and that kind of thing. And that will, again, it's not going to fix everything, but it'll definitely, hopefully, make you feel a little bit better and just be that nice reminder for you, you know?
Exactly.
Hmm.
Yeah. I know it's just it's very overwhelming, the feeling at the moment.
Yeah, it's understandable, and it nothing we say is going to make that feeling go away. That's something that you have to work on personally and take those steps to kind of feel more content with yourself.
Oh, and another thing is that, you know, some days are going to be better than others, and also don't beat yourself up, because maybe eventually you'll start feeling good, and you know, those negative feelings won't be as overwhelming or prominent. And then
Yeah.
sometimes out of nowhere, you know, you those negative feelings might be a little bit more
Ghost trip.
prominent all of a sudden, and that's okay. And you don't have to beat yourself up over it, because that doesn't take away from all the progress you've made. You use all those skills and all those helpful things that you've learned up until that point, and you make sure you put those into effect, and that will help you, you know, because that's just natural. Is some days will be better than others, and sometimes you'll have a lot of good days, and then all of a sudden a bad day will come out of nowhere. But that's just a part of being human, you know. And
Yeah.
those are okay, because those will remind you, you know, those will, I find, for me personally, having some
She's
bad days sometimes
perfect.
helps me get a little bit more grounded sometimes too, you know, because it reminds me that, you know, everything has a balance. There's good and bad, and those all have like a balance on them, and they're all a part of, just, you know, they're all just a part of life. But when those hard days come, you do those skills that you will learn over time, and you do those, and those will help you get through those days, you know.
Yeah. I guess it's like I guess the tipping point, you know, it was like one thing after another, and then that happened.
Yeah.
Yep. So right now, what I'm gonna guess, I won't assume anything, but I'm gonna guess that the bad side of the scale kind of feels like it's weighing more than the good side of the scale. Is that kind of how you're feeling a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if that's how you're feeling right now, that's where that's where you start trying to do some of those things that like make you happier, or doing those things to try and help other people. And eventually then those good things will start weighing more, so it'll even out again, and it won't feel as off balanced, and it won't feel as hard to handle, you know, because then everything will kind of be balanced again, and it'll help a lot. And doing stuff like this is really good too. Reaching out for
Yeah.
help. That's always the first step, is telling someone, you know what? I don't feel very good today. I'm having a bad day and I don't feel very good. That's always the first and most important thing, is don't sit and wallow in it, because that's not healthy, because then it will become overwhelming, and then you'll really feel like you can't get out of that little hole that you're in. And that's where you use your resources, and you reach out to people, or you reach out to friends, or other people like that, and you lean on them for support, because while you have put in a lot of the work, yes, it's not, you don't have to bear that weight all alone, all by yourself completely, you know? Like how you said you had a friend who picked you up. That's probably
Yeah.
someone who will be helpful, you know, if you're having a harder day. Reach out to them so you're not alone, so you're not having to bear through all of that all by yourself, you know? And that will make a huge difference.
Yeah.
Because if nobody hasn't told you today, I'm proud of you. Because you reached
Yeah.
out for some help, and that is a really big first step, because that step is the hardest one to take of them all, is that initial reaching out for help. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's a lot to be.
Welcome.
It's okay. Did you need anything to eat? I've got some food on me if you're feeling hungry at all.
I ate before coming here.
Alright, well, that's good. Always good to take care of yourself and make sure that you're in tip-top shape.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one step at a time.
Yep,
You can't erase the past, but you can control the future.
exactly.
Oh, this is cute.
I realize now that it is going to take time.
Yeah. You know, we always think like, oh, I want an immediate solution to this bad feeling I have, but that's not always logical.
Nope. Trust me, I understand that one.
Yep, it's hard.
I guess I'll try, not cave into the peer pressure or.
Yeah. You know, next time someone asks you to do something you want to do, you just say no. You know, stand up for yourself. You are in control of your actions, and you know the kind of person that you are.
Guess I just have to find it. Find
Yeah.
out who I am.
And it's okay too if you don't
I do.
always know that, you know? Cause everyone's always evolving. So who you are today may be different from tomorrow, and may be different from yesterday, and may be different in a year from now. You know? So don't.
Yeah, we don't know the
be
kind of
too
person
hard
he is.
on
He could
yourself
be.
if you know if you see that you're changing a little bit sometimes, cause that's just natural. People all are always evolving, like a beautiful butterfly. They start as a little caterpillar worm, and then they go into their ugly little cocoon, and then they come out a beautiful butterfly. You know, it's always evolving.
Oh, that was nice.
Here, take this, just as a reminder.
Oh,
Just a little thing.
what's in it?
Huh? I'm not actually sure, to be completely honest. But I know it's from That's Weird. It's just a little thing, you know, technically anti-anxiety spell jar. I'm not sure how much I believe in that stuff, but it's nice to have a reminder that, you know,
Exactly.
there are people looking
is
out
it-
for you, and
Is
even
it like
if
voodoo?
I don't think it's that. It's more witchy kinds of things, but also
yeah,
like
Wiccan or something, I think.
also even if it's just placebo, those things still work just to make you feel a little better.
Yeah, it's just like sometimes it's just the idea of it. Like I don't know if I necessarily believe in that stuff either, but let me see. I have a red crystal from That's Weird, and
Yeah.
it's used to help adjust your energy. And like I don't know if I necessarily believe that, but I like to think that having it on me helps keep my energy in check. You know?
Yeah. Just a little reminder.
Yeah.
I think
and-
that giving gifts to people can be a good way to express that you care about them and that you believe in them. That's why I like giving gifts to people that I, you know, care about, that people I know are good people.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just nice to put a little smile on their face, you know? Because it's that nice reminder that you care about people. Like, I had a friend who was in the hospital. I can't remember why he was in the hospital, but he was there for a while, and I didn't have anything particular on me except for a pair of shoes. But those, well, to anyone else, maybe a pair of shoes aren't important, but to me, I love collecting shoes, so they're very important to me. So, it's the thought that counts. He said that he shed a tear when he woke up and he saw the
Aw.
shoes. He said that he cried a little bit because of how sweet it is. Because even though it's just a stinky old pair of shoes, he knows they're important to me, which made him feel special that I gave him one of my pairs of shoes. So it's sometimes it doesn't even have to be nothing super big and crazy. It's just, it's just a nice reminder that, hey, I care about you and I'm thinking of you.
Yeah. Find the ways that you show the people around you that you care about them. For me, it's giving gifts. For some people, it's spending time with them. For others, it's, doing things for them, like getting them food or something.
Yeah,
It all
filling up
depends.
their gas or getting their car repaired. I do those things for the people I care about. But also, don't forget to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You see something cute and nice at a store, you treat yourself and you buy yourself that pretty thing.
Hell yeah.
Because you
I will.
deserve it.
I'm gonna treat myself to something right after this.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's that positive mental attitude. You just gotta believe that things are gonna get better.
And even if
Yeah,
in
it's
the
just,
moment
it is
doesn't
very
feel
real.
like this is my best way of putting it, because this
Even
is
though
the way
it's
I
about
try
a guy
and look at things,
murdering
like, for
someone with a
myself to
pool
help me
cue.
through dark times, is sometimes I feel like I'm trapped in a very dark tunnel and I can't see the light at the end of it, right? But if I know that if I just keep pushing just a little bit every day, eventually I will see, even if it's only a pinprick of light, eventually at some point, if I just keep pushing, I will see that little bit of light. And even if it takes me a while to get to the end of that tunnel, even just once I get to the point of seeing that little bit of light, that gets your motivation to keep pushing. And so even though you might not see that little light right away, and that's where, that's when it's hard and it's hard to want to keep pushing, just remind yourself, if you keep pushing forward, you're going to eventually see that little bit of light, and then from there, you just keep going until you're at the end of that tunnel, and eventually it will come. It might take time, sometimes less time than others, but eventually you do end up getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how are you
I
feeling
realize
now?
There's a little bit of relief. I know it's going to be, a long road, a somewhat hard road, but
Yeah. If you ever need support, whenever I'm around, I'll put up the ad, and
okay.
I assume she will too, because you did an amazing job, Nana.
Yeah, you
Thank
did good.
you.
This was perfect.
Really inspired me.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you.
And,
I
your
just
friends are
love
also
helping
there
people,
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget about your friends, and don't ever feel like you're burdening them with your problems. Because I guarantee you, if they're real friends, they're gonna want to kick your butt if you don't tell them about what you're going through just because you're afraid of burdening them. Because I know I would tell my friends, I'm gonna kick your butt if you think like that.
Yeah.
Because while you might feel like you're burdening them, they care about you and they want to help you. But unfortunately, they can't do that. If they can't do that, they can reach out their hand all they want, but if you don't reach back out, they can't do nothing. So just remember that their hands are always going to be there reaching out, but you have to also reach out to them too. And they will gladly take your hand and support you through it.
Yeah. Because I just have to try and get rid of the worry that I might do it again,
The first step is always hard, yeah.
and just do good, nice things for people.
Yeah. Because you can always worry about, like, oh, well, what if I end up doing it again? What if it happens again? But then that just leaves you all the time worried about it and fearing for it, And that's not health. Like, that's not good for you, because then you're just always in this state of just worry. And it doesn't let you live your life to your fullest if you're always kind of looking over your shoulder, you know? You just take it one day at a time. And if that's too much, you take it 1 hour at a time. And if that's too much, 1 minute at a time. And if that's too much, 1 second at a time.
Aww.
You know? You just worry about the moment that you're in right this second. And everything else, you can worry about it as it comes. And that is a lot easier said than done. It takes practice. But try and remind yourself of that. Is just try and focus on the here and now versus what could happen in 5 minutes from now or 5 days from now, you know? Because you don't know. It's not ever guaranteed. You never know. So it's good practice to just try and focus on here and now. And one way that I like to do that is I like to put my feet on the ground and just breathe and ground myself and remind myself of the present. You know? Like focus, like you hear the wind, you hear a little bit of thunder, you hear the rain, you hear the bunny and the kitty purring, you hear the cars and the traffic, there was police sirens a second ago. Just focus on the moment and just worry about that. And it helps alleviate a lot of that stress for sure.
For sure.
It's mindfulness. That's what it's called, mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness. That's a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keeping myself in the now.
Exactly. And it's easier said than done, but doing simple things like I said, you know, like listen to the sounds. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What can you feel? You know, like if you look at you right now, you could feel the wet grass, you could feel the kitty, you could feel the bunny. You know, there you focus on those little things. Use your senses, like your sight, your smell, your hearing, your touch, and use those, and those will help ground you to the moment. That's what I do when I need to remind myself to be in the present versus worrying about the past or the future.
Yeah. I'll give it a go.
I know you can do it.
I believe in you. And like I said, I'm proud of you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It's kind of like a big old heavy weight off my chest.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. I have so much food on me. We should get out of this rain.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit stormy.
It
Yeah.
is.
I don't want to get cold.
Yeah.
No,
Let me check
cold
on-
is not good.
Yeah, no, that...
Oh.
Is there anything on LSDN about the weather? Oh, there we go. Wow, nothing about rain. That's, Terrible weather forecast again. So why is it so hot in October? What?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Why is it 92 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah, that's not natural.
No, that really isn't.
It doesn't feel that warm.
No. I think that's something wrong. Someone must have mistyped or something.
Yeah.
Perhaps with a pool table and cold drinks. Nana Banana. Your
Anyways,
name is Nana Banana?
Oh yes, that's the name.
Nana banana.
Nana Banana and Johanna.
Nanamo fucking banana. Put some respect on my name. That's me.
We
I
rhyme.
respect it.
Johanna
Thank
and
you.
Banana and Nana.
It
I
rhymes.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
has a
this
ring
was
to
meant
it.
to be.
Yeah, what?
If I ever did see a sign, this is the one.
Yep.
And I
Banana.
got to witness that sign just now.
You did. Actually, I saw her number and I saw her ad on Twitter, and I called her asking about the job application. So she thought maybe me coming here with you guys would be like a good experience to see what aftercare is all about. So
Aftercare.
you were the very first person I got to speak to.
Yeah, you knocked it out of the park. That was amazing.
You did.
Thank you so much. I may or may not have spent a lot of time in a mental asylum, so maybe I've done a lot of therapy, and
Oh.
so I'm now able to use it for other good things. People say I'm crazy, but it's not always a bad thing, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Alright. Come on, Mocha.
I appreciate the
Come in, Sue.
the chat.
Yeah. Did you come here in a car?
I did. I parked over there in the car park.
Oh. I could. I didn't want you to like walk through this. Alright. I guess I'll talk over with you with job stuff.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling us, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you too.
No problem.
You guys were great. You know, I feel a little bit better than I did.
Well, that's good. One step at a time.
Exactly. And don't beat yourself up if it's only a little bit better. You know, a little bit is better than nothing, you know? Like
Yeah.
you said, you're feeling like that weight is lifting off of your shoulders a little bit, and that's the most important thing is you know, you did the first step, which is reaching out and asking for a little bit of help.
For sure.
So don't forget to be proud of yourself. I want you, when you leave here, I want you to find the closest mirror, look in it, and say, I'm fucking proud of myself.
Hell yeah.
Tell yourself,
it.
I'm proud of
Alright.
myself. And I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy and I'm proud. You tell yourself that. And you tell yourself that as often as you need to until you believe it.
I'll write that down.
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself and I'm a good
Proud.
guy.
Of myself,
Oh, Dick.
and
Yes.
I'm a good guy.
Yes, and you
Alright.
tell yourself and repeat it as often as you need to. You take that piece of paper and you tape it up all over your apartment if you need to. So that way, no matter where you look, you see it and you have that reminder.
I'll get a photocopy and stick it to every mirror and door.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. That's great.
Alright.
Alright.
Thank you again. You know, if I need anything else, you know, if I see the ad, I'll give a call.
Alright, sounds good.
Alrighty. Do I have to pay or anything for this?
Pay whatever you think is appropriate. If it's nothing, if you're not able to, then that's totally okay. I always kind of do this pro bono.
Yeah.
Phew.
Alright. Did you want to talk job stuff, Nana?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Alright. Like I said, we're... Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys again.
You're welcome. Take care.
There you go.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
No. Like, listen, I make fat stacks of CMS, okay?
Do you guys actually? That makes me really happy to hear.
Yeah, we kind of do. I mean, at least for
Oh,
me. I'm
good.
sure other people would be like, oh, that's not enough. But I mean, like,
Yeah, I've definitely heard some people say they Like I have a friend who, and mind you, she's a doctor, so maybe it's different. But I know that she said that she earns more at Uwu than she does at the hospital.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting. Well, oh, my umbrella changed color.
But also, everybody's definition of good pay is different too. You know,
Yeah.
like I think I make good money at Uwu, but some people don't think it's very much. It all just kind of depends on what people are looking for.
Yeah, I don't really spend a lot of money, so it's a lot
Yeah,
for
most
me.
of my money goes towards all my friends and that, and they get mad at me for spending money on them. But it's like you said, you know, presents and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's because I feel like I'm pretty good at how expressing it with my words, but I don't always feel like I'm good at it. So I do things like, you know, I buy them food, I fill their gas, I repair their cars, those little things just to show them I care about them, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have a whole big thing of gifts to give to people.
Yum.
So I can't officially hire you or anything right now. I still
Uh-huh.
need to talk with the mayor. I think
Yep.
it was automatically rejected because they don't want to deal with like medical stuff. But I got approval from the director of the hospital, so I think I just need to bring him in person. Oh, I'm getting a
Uh-huh.
call from a friend. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Take your phone call. I can wait.
Okay. Hi, Happy.
Hi, Joanna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to call and check in because I saw that you went on duty for like
Oh,
3
yeah.
seconds and then went off duty, and I was worried that maybe something would happen.
It's okay. I went on duty. I was like, oh, I'll just put up my ad for a second. I won't get any calls, and then I got 2 calls, so. Yeah, I got caretaking stuff to do.
Okay.
Thanks for checking in on me.
Yeah, of course. Are you gonna be around for Wuchella tonight?
I'm not sure. I mean, it does sound kind of cool.
Well, I
How's
asked
that?
because I do know that Veronica was looking for someone to run the +1 booth that we have there because I'm not gonna be around and Veronica was exhausted.
When is it tonight?
I'm not exactly sure. Let me see if it might be an add-on quarters, probably. Um,
8 p.m. EST. All right.
yeah.
We'll have to see.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
You know, no pressure. You don't have to, obviously, but
Alright.
it would be awesome if you.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much for the check-in.
Of course. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Just a friend checking in on me. So yeah, this is the ad I put out. I guess you wouldn't need the one with taking job applications in it. You would just like delete that. But also you can customize it if you'd like. It's just kind of what I do. And the little picture thingy is all I have for, you know, just to make it look a little nice and stand out.
Yeah.
But when I do end up getting that job, or not, business proposal approved, when I like drag Blake to go see the mayor and say, hey, this has official, you know, approval from the Los Santos Medical Department, then hopefully, oh god, then hopefully, I'll be able to hire you on officially, and I also want to get a kind of storefront, but we won't really sell things there, in Mirror Park, actually, that we can
would be awesome.
set up to do, kind of actually have a place to talk and rather than just standing in the middle of the rain.
Yeah. You know, like being outdoors is very nice, but sometimes when it's weather like this, it's definitely nice to have somewhere warm and dry to go into that's a little bit more private and stuff.
Yeah.
But that would be really cool to have like a storefront to turn into like offices and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
like, and maybe because I don't know if you have to have items for it to be like a storefront, but you could maybe, because it's an aftercare place, maybe you could have like little care packages for people that get sold.
Oh
there.
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
Huh. Different types of ones, like ones for care packages for people who are
Oh.
hurt, or like maybe care packages for people with like who are going through like need emotional
Yeah.
support with like for emotional one, you could maybe have like a little teddy bear in there, or like and like little like how I told that guy to have the post-it notes with like positive affirmations. Maybe something like a little
Yeah.
positive affirmation.
Oh my
thing in
god,
there
that would be
too.
so cute.
Yeah, like those kind of things.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's perfect. I definitely got to keep that in mind. And if you're ever interested in making any kind of events that like you think would be interesting, please just tell me, because I've been thinking of setting up like one about stress and like managing your stress. People have also
Honestly,
talked to me about doing something
sounds
like
amazing.
addiction services, like
Well, actually, I was gonna say that because there was a bunch of us standing outside at Ubu one day, and one of my friends came up, and he made a joke saying, because there was a big group of people, like, "What is this? Like an AA meeting or something?"
yeah,
And well, he said it like a joke, but there's lots of people who just need emotional support, and like
Yeah,
sometimes
exactly.
it's nice to have a group of peers. So like, maybe like a peer circle where we can talk
Yeah.
about like the stress of like what's been going on in our lives at the moment that are
that's
stressing
good.
us out. Because
Yeah.
not everybody has friends that they can talk to, so that offers them peers who are also going through a hard time, and then they can lean on each other for support. Because it's better to go through it with other people than to go through it all by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Hell yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling me. This is great.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Hell
this
yeah.
is so exciting. Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Joanna. I really
No problem.
appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm so glad you have an animal of your own. I find they're so
Right?
nice for these kinds of things.
Exactly, and they're perfect to bring, especially if it's like an emotional support circle or something.
Yeah.
They're perfect to bring because when people like, when they get like a little bit more stressed, well, guess what? Now you got a little kitty or a bunny you can pet to help relax you if you're getting a little bit overwhelmed while talking about what you're going through.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
All right. I'll get out of your hair for now. Here, Mocha. I keep him under my hat when I'm not, letting him walk around.
I let Soup sit in my backpack.
Oh,
Leave
that's
it open
cute.
for him, and he just pokes his little head out.
That is so cute.
Yeah, he's my best friend.
Oh, I love him. I love his name.
Yeah, he's good, Soup.
I've been wondering if I should, get another animal. What kind I should get? A bunny,
I
a
want
cat?
to. I want to get a puppy next, I think, and I would love to get a bunny one day too, maybe. I want one of everything,
Yeah.
please.
I
I
was
want to just live
thinking-
on a farm.
Yeah. I was thinking a cat might be nice, but also like an army of bunnies would be pretty goddamn hilarious.
Ash, the owner, she got 3
I
bunnies.
heard.
Yeah, we were in the cafe the other day, and all of her bunnies, and then one of my fellow coworker, Kong, his bunny also, and Soup, they were all following me, so I was just running around the parking lot having the time of my life, a bunch of animals chasing after me. It was amazing.
That does sound amazing.
Oh, it was, how can you be sad when you got a bunch of bunnies and a kitty chasing you, you know?
Exactly. Oh, there we go. I misspelled his name twice.
Exactly.
Alright. I gotta make sure to add your contact.
Oh, yeah, I saved yours already.
Joanna and Nana. Perfect.
So that means, like, unofficially hired?
Hell yeah. Officially hired, I just can't hire you through the job app.
That's totally okay. And you know, if you get the chance to speak with the mayor, if you want to tell him what I told you, by all means. Like, about
Yeah.
how, like, about when I was in the wheelchair and not everybody has people to help them, like, things like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
If that's what you guys
You
are offering
pretty much
people,
parroted-
It makes a big difference.
Yeah, you parroted back exactly why I made this business, pretty much.
Exactly, because like I'm in a position, I'm lucky that 90% of the time there was always someone there to help me out. But there was times where I had to try and wheel myself from the apartments all the way to Ugu. That hill may not seem like much, but
Oh,
it is
God.
not easy to get a fucking chair up. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, no, that
It is-
sounds bad.
It is not easy, you know? And some people are a little bit too nervous to call a taxi sometimes, but to know that there's an actual service there meant to cater towards people who physically need it, that makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
And like you said, we're not medical I mean, you're a medical professional, but, you know, it's not necessarily medical professionals trying to give you medical advice, you know? It's
Yeah.
just people helping people. Like,
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
not
a little circle of
professional.
us, like, giving good life advice.
Exactly, like I'm not a professional, but you know, like I said, you know, I done lots of therapies and they taught me about grounding myself when I get overwhelmed with my emotions. And so that's what I told him about the mindfulness, you know, use your senses
Yeah.
and focus on what's around you right this moment, and it really does help calm you and bring you back to this moment instead of focusing on everything else.
Exactly. And you can charge whatever you like for the services. Usually I do them like pro bono or whatever someone wants to pay.
Oh yeah, I would probably just say, you know, I'm not charging nothing. If you feel so pleased as to leave a tip or whatever,
Yeah.
like by all means. But I expect nothing in return, because honestly, just knowing that I help somebody is enough for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I just like helping people smile and feeling better. I don't like to see people sad.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Thank you so much.